Hello friends, in this video I am going to show you how can we flatten a JSON file inside a stream set. So let me show you the file first. I have a file called couple.json. It contains one array of JSONs. This array contains two JSON objects. I have uploaded this JSON file onto my S3 bucket. So let me show you my S3 bucket. This is my S3 bucket and I have uploaded this file over here. So let me show you how can we read this file from S3 and then flatten it and load it into our local system as a CSV. So let's go toward the data collector. Click on create new pipeline, give it a name, choose Amazon S3 origin. Let's first configure it. So to connect with Amazon S3 bucket, we need key ID and access key. So I have already downloaded it for me. So let me copy it. This is access key and then this is key ID, secret key. Then we have to give the bucket name. And we have to give the name of the file. I think C is capital. Let's preview it. We have to set the data format as well. So we have to select JSON, and over here, as we know, this is one array in our file. We need to select JSON array of objects. Okay, and now we can preview it. Let's preview. You can see it's able to read it from S3. Now let's move on. Now to flatten the hierarchy, we need field flattener. Okay, we need to configure it. Go to the flatten field, and we know we are going to flatten the entire record. It means like no matter how many hierarchies are present in our record, it is going to output only one record. Okay, and the separator will be underscore. So this separator is for newly generated output fields in the record, and this output field will be the concatenation of the hierarchy columns names. Now let me preview it. So you can see our hierarchy has been flattened. Address, street, address city, address state, and same for phone number. And to load it into our local FS system, we have to select destination as a local FS. So let's configure it. We want output field. So we have to provide over here the directory where we want to copy it. So I have the directory output field, and we can copy the relative path and put it over here. Not the relative path, the whole path, and go to the advanced properties. And we can give file prefix the way we want. like we can give it like couple, and suffix will be CSV. We can leave rest of the field as it is, then go to the data format, and we have to select delimited and header line as a with header line yellow. That's it. Let's run the pipeline. You can see it is giving us error. And what is the error is? It is saying the record root field should be list or list map instead of map. So what is happening is that field flattener is generating root field as a map, but to local FS to work, it needs a root field as a list or list map. So the easy trick to convert map to list or list map is add an expression evaluator in between. Let me add an expression evaluator, and it has already created a output file, so we can delete that output file because it doesn't have any data. Let me rerun the pipeline. We have to reset the origin and start. You can see it has loaded the data. Let's see the data. It is created at tmp couple.0.csv, and this is our data. But one thing, you can see that our pipeline is still running. So in StreamSet, whatever pipeline we create, it by default in nature it's a streaming pipeline. So convert this streaming pipeline into a batch pipeline, we have to configure it. We have to use pipeline finisher, and that pipeline finisher is going to work on a condition, like whenever that condition becomes true, our pipeline finisher going to work and finish this pipeline. So let's configure that. And for achieving that condition, we can use the event generated by Amazon S3. So whenever it is successfully able to read the file, whenever it finishes, it generates one event, and we can use that event to complete our pipeline. So let's see. Let's go to the Amazon S3, click on configuration and configure it for producing events. So click on the produce event. So you can see, and now it is giving us the event stream. Okay, so we can take this event stream and take its event out of it. So for doing to get a particular event, we are going to select stream selector in processor. Go to the stream selector. Now in stream selector, you can see there is a default stream, but we want a particular stream, so we create a new condition. And over here you can write like it is like it is producing the event, and to get the events we can look for its documentation. So you can see in event records, it has these many record header attributes, and these are the property this attribute can achieve. So you can see there is a property called no more data. So this event will be generated when it has successfully finished loading all the data. Okay, so we are going to use this property. So to get the record header attribute, we can use function called record attribute, and in this function we can give the name of the attribute. The attribute name is STC event type. And we can give the value as no more data. So whenever Amazon S3 is finished reading all the files, it is going to generate this event, and that event will flow in the stream 1. So now we can use pipeline finisher. Cannot search it over here, we have to search from here. Connect it with the stream 1, and over here we have to set property as reset origin. Now we can't leave stream 2 empty, we have to connect it with trash. So this is how our pipeline is completed. Now if I just once I have to reset the origin and start. You can see it got finished successfully, and it has again loaded to record. You can see the input are 2 records, and same can be seen over here. The new file has been generated. See the new file, and it is loaded 2 records. So friends, and if you feel that this content is helpful, you can like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.